my channel. My name is TT Renee. If you're new to my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is my first video on this YouTube channel. Yeah, so I'm pretty new to YouTube, even though I love YouTube. This is my first video, so I'm pretty excited. If you're watching this video, you probably are here. You're a nursing student, or you graduated nursing school and you're about to sit for your Nclex, and you're trying to figure out, what study plan or testing strategies to use. And that's fine. I took my Nclex during the pandemic, and it was the modified, what I call it, modified Nclex, where it wasn't the normal 75 minimum to 265 maximum. Per social distancing, they changed the test from a minimum of 60 to a maximum of 130, with the maximum time allowed only being 4 hours. To me, I didn't feel more pressure. I actually thought that was kind of helpful, but everyone is different. Everyone's testing strategies are different. I have a friend, the test cut off on 65 questions for her, and for me it cut off at, I believe, 103. So my test did not cut off at the minimum, and that's okay. A lot of people get caught up on how many questions they get caught up. Goal is just to pass. It doesn't matter if it cut off at 60, 61, or 130. The goal is to pass the exam so you can be a registered nurse. And that's what I did. I passed. Yes, sir! Like everyone else is going to pass too. So the purpose of this video is to share with you all what I did to prepare in the midst of all the craziness that was going on in the world. It's my academic institution. I went to a community college in Chicago. I went to Nclex Community College. We use ATI as our learning software. Now, if you use ATI, then you should already know. I have a love-hate relationship with ATI, and I'm gonna get into that later. At the end, our school paid for us all to talk to one of the coaches from ATI, and we did a virtual presentation, testing strategies, labs to know. And during that during that presentation, we were all given our Nclex comprehensive, this pink book that I love so much. Out of all the books they gave us, this was the book that really helped me out a lot. So this book has everything in it, from neurosensory, from med-surg, GI, leadership, fundamentals, labor and delivery. And the thing that I loved the most about the book was it had a glossary. So the things you really needed to know, you went right to the page and found. So this book was really essential when I was studying for the Nclex, because it was just everything that I learned over the past 3 years summed up. We did also have to get our green light. So a green light essentially was through the VATI, virtual ATI, and we had a coach that went through modules with us. And once we finished modules and did the test and did the remediation, our coaches were like, okay, here's your green light. You're okay to sit for the Nclex. So you get your green light. You have, they say, 1 to 2 weeks from that to sit. Due to all the craziness that was going on, it took me a little bit longer, because Pearson VUE canceled the first exam, and then they emailed us again you know what, second thought, y'all can actually take it, because we gonna need some nurses, so y'all can take y'all exam. Second thought, our bad, sit for your exam. So it wasn't 75 minimum, 265 maximum. It was 60 minimum, 130 maximum. So I was like, okay, cool. Get in, get out, finish it and get your license. So besides this, I also used UWorld. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody in the nursing world know what UWorld is. It's the quiz bank that has all the questions and the perfect rationales for everything. I did purchase the $159 subscription, which was the 2,000 question bank and the self-assessment that you take 2 weeks prior. So U-World was, I liked U-World a lot because for one, they have very detailed rationales. They explain the question, they explain like definitions of diseases or, you know, pharmacology things that you probably didn't know. And the way I incorporated this book in U-World was each individualized system of the body or system of nursing, I created an exam. So for example, on U-World, I would do a 50 question labor and delivery quiz. So as I'm about to do the exam, I will study labor and delivery based on ATI. I will read up the chapters and just brush up my memory, because we did labor and delivery so many semesters ago. So I'm not gonna remember everything. So I'm gonna read this, brush up on L&D or antepartum, postpartum, and then take that U-World exam and see how I do on that. Same with like cardiology. Read up on your cardiac meds, your EKGs, you know, your CPR, all that. And then you go on U-World. Then you have peds. Read up on your Kawasaki's or your intussusception, Hirschsprungs, you know, all that stuff. Read up on it in here. Then you take it and you test your knowledge on U-World, and then you do the rationales. And then on U-World, you can take notes. Flashcards, which I really enjoy. Like I use the flashcards to like take note of the stages of labor, the heart tones, you know, all practitioners take money, like where to place my stethoscope, things like that. So U-World really did help. And then 2 weeks before my exam, or really 1 week, since I was pressed for time, I did the self-assessment. And the self-assessment is like a 100-question quiz, and it gauges how ready you are to sit for your Nclex. So I tested in the high percentile. So it goes very high, low, and I think under. I don't know the two low subscales, but I know high and very high. So I tested in high, and I was pleased with that, because with the Nclex, the goal is you're not gonna know everything. You just throw that out the window. They don't want you to know everything on that test. The thing about Nclex, they want to make sure you know enough to not lose your license or hurt or kill anyone. You just have to know a lot of safety, delegation, and who comes first. You know, with your Maslow's hierarchy, your ABCs, all that. They really zone in, especially that we only have 60 to 130 questions. There's no like room for, you really want to make sure, okay, is this a safe nurse? You know, like I said, I passed the exam. Just don't be nervous, because I have a lot of testing anxiety. What I did before I went into the testing center, because you know you can't really bring anything in, I just dabbed some lavender on my wrist, and when I felt myself getting a little bit too anxious, I just, you know, waved the lavender over my nose, and I kind of calmed down. I just would recommend you getting a good night's sleep, relax. You know what you know. You made it this far. If you were in nursing school and you were getting like high grades and you were getting like good enough passing scores, then you should be okay. I got a lot of select all that applies, and I could think every nursing student knows that select all that applies are not really fair, but you know. And I got a lot of drag and drops. So the drag and drops were prioritizing like things in order, like how to draw up NPH and regular insulin, how to do foot care on a diabetic patient. Like those were the questions that I got in the drag or drop. And I also did the Pearson view trick when I left, because I'm not gonna lie, when I finished the test, I was like, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I would take my test at school, and ATI would like word the question in the hardest, most complicated way. Am I ready? Am I really ready? Like, am I worthy? You know what I'm saying? Like, really thinking I'm doing good on these tests and walking out with an 80. And at my school, an 80 was like a C. Like, you had to get an 80 or above. So I got an 80. I was getting 81s. I was like,
and
what? So that's why I said ATI was so hard that when I sat for the Nclex, I thought I was stupid. I thought the computer was playing with me. I was like, that's it? That's it? Like, ATI, you did all that for what? So that's why I said it's a love and hate relationship with ATI, because it prepared me. It over prepared me, and I'm grateful for that. It helped me think like a nurse, and I am a nurse. Once I left, I did do the Pearson View trick. So if you don't know what the Pearson View trick is when you log on to Pearson View and you're restarting the registration process, like you're about to pay for an exam. So you fill out all your demographics, and then you put in your credit card info, but you change your CVV. Put everything else right, but change your CVV. That's the trick. You have to change your CVV. If you're confident that you passed, put the right one in. But thing is about Pearson View, they don't offer refunds. They don't offer refunds. So you don't want to risk losing $200. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to. So you press submit, and if it comes up, it was like a good pop-up that says, our records indicate that you are already registered for this exam. Another registration cannot be made at this time. That's the good pop-up. And then they say the bad pop-up is them trying to attempt to process your payment, like saying invalid card or invalid this. Anyway, moral of the story, you got this. UWorld definitely helped me. That was the software that I used, the question bank that I used. And if you don't want to pay for UWorld, or your school doesn't offer, you know, ATI, then free resource that I also looked into was Nurse Labs. They have a lot of questions on their website. They're like 40 to 50 question tests. With UWorld, I tried to do 50 to 100 questions a day. Did that 50 to 100 questions really happen? No, it didn't, but I did what I could. Like I said, I studied by systems of the body. I studied by my weakest point first, which was OB. So I studied that the hardest. And then I just like dispersed where I felt like I needed to, you know, polish up on. When you take the exam, don't try to get everything right, because you're going to overexert yourself. Just take a breath. You know this information is there. Don't beat yourself up about it. Thanks for watching my video. Until next time.